Flotsam by David Wisner. Story by Nicole Hatcher and Amber Henry. James always enjoyed going to the beach. It wasn't the idea of swimming in the great big ocean that interested him so much as all of the discoveries he could make. He always picked through the items that washed up on shore, or the flotsam as his grandpa called it. Sometimes James was so busy exploring what was on the shore that he didn't notice the surf coming closer and closer. Then, suddenly, crash! But what was this flotsam that had washed up on shore? It wasn't seaweed or a shell or any kind of creature that he had seen before. As James looked closer, he discovered that it was an underwater camera. James showed it to his parents, and they asked the lifeguard if anyone had reported it lost. Since no one claimed that they owned it, James opened it up to find a roll of film. Because he was so curious, James took the film to be developed. He waited, and waited, and waited, until finally the pictures were done. There were all sorts of fascinating pictures. A mechanical fish caught up in a school of real ones. That was odd. In fact, the rest of the pictures were very different from what James had ever seen before. A family of octopi, flying fish, and a whole seashell city on the back of a sea turtle. He saw pictures of little green men trying to communicate with seahorses, and starfish bigger than whales. Finally, he came to a picture of a girl holding another picture of a boy. When he looked closer with his magnifying glass, he saw that each child in each picture was holding another picture. He had to switch to his microscope. He kept getting closer, and closer and closer, until he came to the original boy who had started the picture chain. James sat studying and thinking about the pictures for a while, until his parents told him it was time to go. He decided to add to the chain of pictures and take his very own. Just as he snapped his picture, the surf came up and reminded James that some things are better left to the ocean. James tossed the camera, film and all, back into the waves. The camera drifted through the sea, snapping happy pictures of ocean creatures, traveling to far-off places, just waiting to wash up as flotsam and have another adventure.